361 students. We made this video today to help you out a little bit. Your teachers are somewhere else in the building working on some great activities for you for after Christmas break. So you have a substitute today, and you're just going to be working through some practice on what you did yesterday, which is multiplying and dividing to solve one-step equations. So you only learned that for a day yesterday, so we wanted to give you a video to help you through an example or two in each of these. So let's start with the multiplication. All right, so make sure you're looking at the worksheet in front of you that says multiplication, one-step equations, independent practice. And I'm going to do two of these with you. All right, I'm going to start with number 2. All right, so on number 2, I'm going to go ahead and draw that line through my equal sign to separate the two sides of my equation. And remember, the whole point in solving an equation is to figure out what x is equal to. So to do that, I'm going to need to get x all by itself. All right, now to get x by itself, I have to get rid of this 2. So I need to know what is currently happening between the 2 and the x, and that's multiplication. Right now this is 2 times x. So the opposite of multiplication is division. Okay? The other way you can think of it is to break up a happy couple, you have to divide. So we're going to divide by 2, and what you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay? 2 divided by 2 is 1, and that's what we want, is 1x down here all by itself. Now 7 divided by 2, I'm going to have to go off to the side and work out. Remember, top dog in the house. So 2 goes into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 7, take away 6 is 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a decimal and a 0, and I'm going to pop up the decimal and bring down the 0. So 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. All right, so we have x is equal to 3.5, or 3.5. So that, guys, is my correct answer. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you on this sheet. Okay, and it's going to be this one down here, number 5. Okay, now this one looks really weird. So before we even get started, I want you to rewrite this as negative 1x is equal to 9. All right, because that's really what this is. It's a negative x. It's 1 negative x. So I can write it that way. Okay, what's happening between the negative 1 and the x is multiplication. Okay, and we break that up by dividing. So we're going to divide by negative 1, because negative 1 divided by negative 1 is positive 1x, which is what we were looking for. Okay, what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So 9 divided by negative 1 is negative 9. And my answer to this one is x equals negative 9. All right, so there should be 2 done now on the multiplication one-step independent practice. Now I'm going to switch pages. I'm going to go to the division one-step equations independent practice. Okay, and I'm going to do 2 of these with you as well. Okay, I'm going to start over here with number 2. We have 1/5 x equals 2. So I'm going to draw that line through my equal sign. Okay, and here I have division. All right, 1 divided by 5. So what I can do is I can multiply by the reciprocal, which would be 5 over 1. Okay, and that's going to give me 1x. Now let me show you how that works. If I have 5 over 1 and I multiply that by 1 over 5, okay, top times top, bottom times bottom, 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. Okay, so see how this equals 1x? Because this all cancels out to 1. All right, so now I'm going to also do the same on the other side. I'm going to multiply by 5 over 1. Okay, and I can put that 2 over 1 if I need to when I multiply. 2 times 5 is 10 over 1, and that is equal to 10. Okay, so x is equal to 10 on this problem. And it kind of makes sense, guys, because 1/5 of 10 is equal to 2 if I plug it back into the equation. All right, let's look at number 4 right below that. Okay, there's really a secret little 1 in front of this x, remember? Okay, so I can also write this as 1/3 x if it helps me to understand this a little bit better. All right, so now this looks much like this, doesn't it? I have to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by 3 over 1, because 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. And so that's how I get this 1x down here. Now I have to multiply my negative 4 also by 3. Okay, I can put that over 1 if I need to. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12 over 1, which is equal to negative 12. So in this problem, the x is equal to negative 12. All right, so you have 2 good examples for multiplication. You have 2 good examples for division. All right, hope this video was helpful for you, and go ahead and get started.